Hey everyone! Today something, well, you know what happened. I got a new phone. I upgraded from iPhone 11, imagine, from iPhone 11 to iPhone 16. I had my iPhone 11 for 5 years. I bought it when it was just released in 2019 and it was a great purchase. It worked well and it's still working. I'm still gonna use it. There is a picture of me, my dad and our dog when I was like 5 or 6 years old, and I got this one about an hour ago, I think. I already set it up. I set everything up. I put the SIM card in. Everything is working and it is so pretty. When I was choosing which one to take, I was thinking between the pink and the ultramarine. It's this like bright blue color. You know, when you get a new phone, you're always super cautious. That's why I'm just holding it like this one, blah, blah, blah. I can hold it however I want. This one I'm going to hold like this for now, and then when I buy a case, I want to order the case from Shein. Shein cases always work for me. This was the Shein case that I bought 3 years ago and it never broke. Yes, it got orangish, but that's what happens with all transparent cases, so it's fine. I chose iPhone 16, it's just iPhone 16, not Pro, not Plus, not nothing. I was debating between just the basic line or the Pro line. At first I wanted to take the Pro line because of the camera and stuff, but honestly, if you look at Apple website, I will put the comparison over here, you may notice that basically the only difference between the basic line and the Pro line is the camera. iPhone basic line camera is also good enough and you don't have to change your phone, especially if you have now iPhone 14 or 15, maybe even 13 is fine. People say iPhone 13 has great camera. I'm just excited to get a new phone. The only thing I'm sure everyone talked about is the features that Apple was selling the phone with. A lot of those AI features will appear only in December. Doesn't really matter to me because first things first, I need a new device. Also, another thing I noticed is that because the back panel is matte, it's more comfortable to hold it. This one seems a bit more like it's gonna drop. This one, you hold it better, you hold on to it better, and because it's matte, you can't see that much of fingerprints, because if you see over here, you can see all the fingerprints, I think. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this one, you don't really see the fingerprints. The downside, well, I'm sure a lot of people who buy new iPhones noticed that when you get a new phone now, they put less and less stuff in the box. Remember we used to have those stickers? Now they don't even put the stickers. I think they used to put the stickers with iPhone 15. Now you just get this little instruction, this size. You get this thing for the SIM card and you get the wire. The wire is new. I don't know what kind of wires iPhone 15 had. I don't know. But iPhone 14, I'm sure didn't have those wires. You see, it's not the silicone that it's used to be. Yeah, you can focus. It's this other kind of material. It's probably the silicone too, but the way they made it is different, so I think it will prevent it from breaking easier. But another thing, you need to buy a new outlet. I don't know how you call it in English, outlet. The thing that you put in the socket. If you don't have it or it's old, it broke, you need to buy a new one. I, for example, still had an outlet from my other car. No, it's not an outlet. How do you call this block where you put this thing? Yeah, as you remember now, you can put stuff like this, the icons anywhere you want. I don't like there is this app, it's called, I think, Widgetsmith, something like this, where you can do like different colors, you can customize whatever you like. I think the older I get, yeah, the more I grow, the more adult I become. I don't want any of those things. I just put my activity on the screen. As you can see with this phone, I just made a few steps and I put the calendar like this so I can see it. It's my home screen, that's all. Regarding the photo, everyone was talking about iOS 18 photo app. It's messy. I just have one picture here so far, so it's not messy to me yet, but just looking at this, oh my god, just looking at this whole thing, I think it's gonna be messy, but we will get used to that. We got used to all the changes that they've made. I remember there were big changes, I think. I remember there were big changes when they released previous iOS. Maybe it was like iOS 13 or iOS 11, everyone's just going crazy. Why there were changes? Then we get used to that. So I'm sure we will get used to this one either. To this one too. My English today. I don't speak English today. What else? What other changes? You tell me in the comments what else changed. I'm still choosing between the cases because you know what? Apple with iPhone 16 just killed all the manufacturing for phones, because now, remember, they have the action button. That's what actually is new. The action button. And now they have to make the actual like holes with the action button, because remember the action button is the camera button. What do we have with this action button here? You know, I didn't get it yet. I need to learn how to work with this action button. You know what's cool? The undertones. This is nice. You can change the undertones. Let's compare the cameras. First of all, we can choose the undertone. Well, just from the first sight, this one maybe is a bit better, just like, for example, I have some writing over there, and through this phone I can see it. Here I only can zoom in 5x. Here I can zoom in 10x. Don't forget to go in your settings, when you get a new phone, to go in your settings and check the settings for the camera. If you want great quality, don't forget to put on 4K, 60 FPS, I think it's there, FPS. Turn off the HDR. I turned on the grid for myself because I think it's easier for me with this kind of composition. Yeah, so we record the video in 4K at 60 FPS. Record slow-mo, it's the standard one. Record cinematic, I put also 4K 30 FPS because it's the maximum one. Don't forget to HDR video off. We don't want an HDR video because it, as I understand correctly, just plays not really well with the colors and with the way it looks. Formats, high efficiency, yes, formats, high efficiency. That's it. Yes, and when you export your videos after in the apps, do that too. Put all the same settings. So because I don't understand, if you do, tell me. I saw people who film in 4K, but then they save their video at 1080, and I was like, what's the point of you filming in 4K if you save it in this format? I think you need to save in the same format. I'm happy, I'm glad I got a new phone. This is it for the time being right now, for this point of time, of my life, of the day. Today's 1st of October, so isn't it a great moment in history of my phones?